Welcome to the Rivalry Rant, the show where we tell you everything that's happening in the world of Dota with a quick summary of all the headlines and news. Everyone probably knows this, but the LA Major, which we would currently be watching, and I wouldn't be recording this video if it were happening, has been canceled. The announcement for this came shortly after the US banned travel from several European countries, including places where ESL staff and some remaining teams would have had to have flown in from for the event. The official announcement from ESL came less than 24 hours after the travel ban was announced. Now, this is, for now, only a postponement of the tournament. They are looking for new dates and times in order to hold this as long as it doesn't conflict with other things going on in the Dota ecosystem. And not too long after that announcement, the Dota 2 Twitter account said that the next round of DPC events is fully canceled. Now, unfortunately, this announcement came right after the OGA Dotapit Minor was announced. They had to turn around and cancel it. Of course, we already knew about the Epicenter Major. One of the many favorites for their incredible stage design and production will also not be running this season. There is some discussion that these round of DPC events were canceled in order to make room for the LA Major to be rescheduled in their place. We'll just have to wait and see where that ends up happening. Now onto something a little more fun. The 7.25 update was released with a significant change to AoE gold, so supports are getting a lot less gold from kills now. Teleport scrolls have gone up. Instead of 50 gold, they are now 90 gold, so we might see some TP hoarding increase on that front. And I think the most noteworthy thing is the snapfire aghs, which allows the character to eat someone and then spit them across the map. With the LA Major postponed and most LAN events pretty much getting canceled across the board, it was time to fill the void. So at Rivalry, we're really excited to take a look at South America, where we traditionally have very strong partnerships and look to grow and foster that scene. So welcome to No Major, No Problem, which has already been running for a bit, with 8 South American teams taking place, competing for the prize pool, and hopefully entertaining everyone at home, giving them some Dota to watch. South America isn't the only region taking to the online leagues to keep everyone entertained. The Chinese Player Association makes a Chinese league with 8 of the top teams from China, giving us even more Dota to watch. But oh wait, was that not enough for you? Community favorite WePlay rides in to save the day, seeing some of the biggest teams also signing up to play in this tournament that is entirely for charity. So that's right, we've got Navi, we've got OG, we've got Enigma, there's Team Secret, there's Vici, there's VP, there's EG, there's every team that you could think of that might be a top team in the world participating in the WePlay to Save charity tournament, in which WePlay is putting up $120,000, so $20,000 per region, the 6 different regions, and taking additional donations, with everything being donated to charities to help discover, fight, assist, and everything with COVID-19. And keeping in line with WePlay's mission, and as a thank you for everything they're doing for the community and for the fight against COVID-19 right now, we at Rivalry are also proud to pledge all revenue that we take from any WePlay matches will be donated to the WePlay charity. Teams are obviously split out by their region and then play each other to determine who wins each region and who gets the honor of donating that $20,000. Games are spread out over quite a while, so I'm not showing you any results right now, so that if you missed the games and want to go back and check them, no spoilers, but you do still have several days left to watch. Not only is the schedule not quite what we're used to, with games being spread out over several days instead of packed in on top of each other as quickly as possible, you'll also notice that the casters are rather spread out as well, really sticking to their tenet of social distancing, even in the studio together. Now, rewinding things just a little bit, let's take a look at the last LAN in Dota. For now, they're coming back, okay? But this was the last one for a while, with the major being canceled. The very timely Summit 12, with grand final set on Friday the 13th, had a little bit of a horror theme to it. It had 6 teams attend, decently sized teams, which was probably contributed to by the fact that several big teams didn't actually qualify for the major. so they had time in their schedule to go play at the Summit. Now, as I said, this was the last LAN we might see for a while, and I think the Summit might have been courting disaster with a grand finals planned for Friday the 13th and an entire horror theme for their tournament. The game to watch was probably in the lower bracket final, where there were rapiers, back and forth, and OGC just barely managing to snatch victory and punch themselves a ticket to the grand finals against Fnatic. Now, the storyline in those grand finals was maybe a little less exciting, as Fnatic 3-0'd OGC to take the trophy. But the exciting part is that this is Fnatic's first LAN victory in about 6 years. The roster up on screen is a little different from the roster they have today. That is Fnatic EU, sort of the origin of their existence in Dota 2, and that's the last squad that won a LAN. Even though the LA Major did not end up being played, the Minor was completed before any of these travel bans and LAN cancellations interfered. The teams at the event were Gambit, Force, Business Associates Crazy, Alliance, Aster, Boom Esports, and No Ping. Business Associates made quite the splash with their team uniforms, definitely entertaining us all. Unfortunately, dapper outfits don't guarantee you a spot into the final playoff bracket. That was reserved for Aster, Alliance, Gambit, and Boom Esports. After an undefeated run in the upper bracket, Team Aster met up against Alliance in the grand finals to take the tournament 3-1. If we take a look at the DPC standings, currently TNC sitting on top from that first major victory. Team Secret and Vici Gaming, Evil Geniuses, names that you might expect. A name that you don't see are Nigma and OG, because due to their breaks out of the first major minor system, they're a little low on DPC points. Now, to back up a little bit further, there is an announcement. So earlier on the Summit slide, you may have seen Cloud9 listed as one of the teams. I didn't explain that, but we'll talk about it now. They are back in Dota 2. And where else would Cloud9 be but an Eternal Envy roster? So Eternal Envy, Ace, Sneaking, Misery, and Pylai are making up the new Cloud9 roster. Didn't do so hot at the Summit, but hey, they've got lots of time to practice now. Now, you might remember that EE and Sneaking were on a different team, the Fighting Pandas or Flying Papagas or whatever they were before they changed their name. With them leaving, they had to finish out the roster, so Kezu and Skeeter stepped in to make this 5-man stack that was shortly after signed by Crazy. So that is Kezu, Moon, Aoi, Bryle, and Skeeter making up the Crazy stack now. And in all of this DPC turmoil, let's not forget that late February update that announced that the next season of the DPC would go down to 3 majors, no minors, and a series of regional leagues that would contribute prize pool and DPC points to regional teams, leaving small openings in the schedule for third-party tournaments. So when will the next LAN be? And who exactly is going to be invited to TI? And honestly, what will WePlay come up with next? That's next time on the Rivalry Rant.
Oh shit. Enigma.
Enigma doesn't have legs.
What the hell?
I don't know.
You play that hero.
Look at the color.